Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto. Hope you're having a great day. It's a little hot outside, but I wanted to get back to being outside because it is a nice day. It's just really hot, you know. Um, so today's Sunday Roundup. There was a lot that went on this week, right? You have the whole thing that's going on between CZ, the CEO of Binance, and the guy who's the CEO of WazirX, fighting over who's in control. WazirX is saying Binance is the parent company, blah, blah, blah. You have that kind of thing going on. You have Gary Gensler overstepping his bounds, investigating every single crypto exchange that's operating in the United States. We recently had a guy, I forgot his name, Vinnik, who was extradited to the United States, who used to operate BTCE, which is an exchange operating out of Bulgaria. So some pretty heavy stuff going on with regard to centralized exchanges, right? You have MasterCard making major moves in this space, going toward, you know, they had a big move in Argentina right after a big move in Europe, creating more of an on-ramp, creating basically a way for you to use your crypto assets in regular situations. So you have a credit card. Basically, it's an asset-based credit card, right? So it's the same thing in the United States, except most people are putting cash on the credit cards. These people will be putting on, digital assets into their wallets. So when I look at everything, I'm kind of like, there's a lot going on in the space. You have, Tinder said, you know what, we're going to take a step back from doing a lot of things in the metaverse because they couldn't figure it out. They had purchased an AI company to help them with that stuff. And so there's a lot of, turmoil. Well, in the metaverse side, I'm expecting a lot of turmoil. I'm expecting, there to be fluid earth, right? There's something there, but it's not solid yet, and it's still trying to figure itself out. Yeah, that's why my company joined the Metaverse Standards Forum. It's an idea to, get everybody to introduce interoperability. One, two, to leverage standards so that it'd be more easy to be interoperable, right? And to help each other grow up. It's a great thing. So do I expect there to be, anything more than what there is right now in the metaverse? No, not really. I mean, come on. It's just beginning. It's in its infancy. There's a lot of cool stuff going on. I mean, I've met some people that I'm just like, wow, hat tip to all of them. But there's a lot going on. So I'm not expecting there to be, a tremendous amount of, solid space for people to be able to develop ideas. Excuse me, I need to take a sip of my coffee. That's good. When it comes to decentralized exchanges, well, I have to be totally frank with you. They've been playing by the seat of their pants, right? Some a little bit more willy-nilly than others, but all of them doing something or having something that the government disagrees with. Okay, fine, you disagree. That's cool. Where are the regulations? Where are the guardrails that tell us what we're supposed to do, what we're not supposed to do? You said they needed to have KYC. They implemented KYC. Know your customer. They needed to have anti-money laundering. They needed to have a whole bunch of stuff. And they've bent over backwards to do that. Even at a national level in the United States, and then even at a state level, they have to deal with more weird ass, freaking regulation. I know New York City would like to be, a hub for crypto, but New York State, at the state level, there are a bunch of freaking morons that are not allowing New York to actually get involved deeper, right? I mean, we have talent. We have, engineering talent here that's not being leveraged as much as it could. And what does that cause? Brain drain. They might not leave the state, but they're making money from other states as they remote in. That's dumb. The New York needs to get its act in line. The federal government needs to get its act in line. First of all, just get rid of Gary Gensler. Start there. Start with getting rid of Gary Gensler. Secondly, move everything over to the CFTC. They're already involved with commodities and futures. So that would probably be a great place. What I'm expecting this week, are more tantalizing announcements about who is doing what. This past week you had Facebook, send flow basically to the moon, right? Up over 200%. And why is that? Oh, because they're going to operate an NFT space on Flow. But they're also operating an NFT space on freaking Polygon. They'd be stupid not to. Now, I get it. Flow's got NBA Top Shot. That's cool. That's nice. But you can't discount Polygon. Okay? Polygon's it is the connective tissue. It really is the connective tissue. You're not going to discount Polygon. That's just not the way it's going to work. So what I see going forward are more notices about, more projects. There are still projects moving over to Polygon that used to be over on Terra. So you're going to see a lot of news, I think, over the coming weeks, and that's some of it. I think you're going to see some more news possibly come out about, consolidation in the centralized exchange space. There could be a little bit more regulation. You could hear more news out of the Philippines. You could hear a little bit more news out of Europe. But Europe, I'm not expecting them to have any real rules and regulation until the end of the year at the best, right? With regard to growth, I had a conversation with my friend Tion yesterday, and we were talking about how we invest in crypto. And he tends to invest in big chunks. He'll take a rack, $1,000. He'll take a few $1,000s, drop it in, have his son drop it in for him. Whereas I tend to take similar money, but do it in pieces, right? Because he's like, oh, I'm waiting to see if it drops down to like 1,300 again. And I'm like, I don't think we're going to see those days again. Before September, I don't think we're going to see those days again. So for me, there are two bets that I'm making on Ethereum. First one is Ethereum itself, right? Purchasing Ethereum itself. I've got some. It's cool. It's great. It's awesome. Second one, Polygon. Polygon is an ERC20, protocol, project. So I'm looking at that and I'm going, well, I'm gonna do some Polygon, because Polygon's got a lot of news coming. A ton. A shit ton, as they say. Hella ton, as the others say. So when I see that, I'm sitting there and I'm going, wow. So I see Polygon doing something. Everybody's talking trash about Cardano. Yeah, that's upgrade, it's been pushed back again. It's not a small thing. I mean, you're sitting back and you're listening to all kinds of things going on, for Solana. Here's a hack. You had Solana involved again with this whole TVL thing. Listen, that's a lot of baggage to carry. And let's not forget, I believe Cardano is in terms of market cap more than Solana. Let me check. Yeah, Cardano is just above. Cardano is at number 8. Solana is at number 9. The difference is about 1.5 billion, right, in terms of market cap. So with that, I'm just saying, I think that Charles Hoskinson is doing a good job over at Cardano. He's trying to be sure about what he's trying to accomplish, be sure that, it's as safe as possible to leverage Cardano. Just sit back and relax. I am beginning to like Solana again. Am I buying it? Nope, not at that level. Nope, not buying Solana yet. They still have a long way to go. A while ago when they had their last issue, not this one because it wasn't their issue, it was Slope's issue, but the last one, I said it's going to take 6 months at the bare minimum for me to actually trust it to move funds, to do anything on, right? And I'm sticking to that. Cardano, on the other hand, has got a lot of things going on. Something else that I'm considering is, again, I still have Polygon, for different projects. I can do NFTs on Polygon. That's what my company is looking into. So there's a lot of stuff that I'm looking at Polygon and just saying, oh, that's sweet. That I can pay attention to. With regard to, you know, centralized exchanges versus decentralized exchanges, I'm really tapping into decentralized exchanges. I've been taking the past few weeks to actually compare, like when I want to go buy something, yes, I've been using Coinbase, but I've also been using alternative methods to see, well, what does it take? How long does it take? What is the price like? Because remember, I'm not leaving anything on a centralized exchange. Nothing of any significance. So even if I leverage a centralized exchange to make the original purchase, I'm immediately moving that off. And when I say immediately, I mean immediately. As soon as it hits, I'm already transferring. Because I'm not leaving any significant amount open on any centralized exchange. I just don't like it. So I move everything over to a non-custodial wallet. But if I had to look to see what's coming up in the next week or so, I'm probably looking at more issues around centralized exchanges. I'm probably looking at opportunities where, you know, you never know. BitThumb might actually get bought by FTX. That would be a huge move. Maybe we get some I guess news out of the whole WazirX and Binance situation. You know, I can't put my finger on it. Like I don't think Binance is really doing anything illegal. I can definitely say that. But I can say I don't like how CZ moves. It seems wherever Binance is, there's a problem. Right? There's some kind of a, they didn't do this right, they didn't do that right, and it's starting to build up, and I'm just like, you know, So I'm actually not doing a lot on Binance either. Binance US, I'm not doing a lot, like at all. And there are reasons for that. That's the main reason. Like I said, he's not doing anything illegal. It's just messy. You know what? That's probably a better word. Two better words: messy and sloppy. Just sloppy. As big as Binance is right now, they should not be making mistakes, you know, the way they are. They really shouldn't. They should be out there cleaning up what could possibly be seen as a mistake. Right? I mean, FTX is not perfect. Let's get that straight. I mean, their relationship with Voyager. Eesh. When you say sloppy, there you go. But that's the kind of stuff that I'm paying attention to. That's what I'm seeing this week. So, you know, what do I plan on doing for the next week? I'm definitely going to be making more purchases. Obviously, Polygon is the big one that I'll be making purchases with. Ethereum is another. I'm definitely going to snatch up some more Bitcoin. Maybe even some more Doge. People are asking me about how come you've been talking about picking up on Doge, but you haven't been picking up on SHIB. It's because my son and I, a long time ago, bought a crap ton of SHIB. So we're sitting pretty on SHIB right now. So that's what we did. It doesn't mean that we won't buy more. It's just that I feel like we need to catch up in other areas, because not just because of the coin itself, but because of the technology that that my company is leveraging with regard to those to those coins. What we have going on. I know I've been promising some really good news over the past couple of months. We're finally there. Now we're making it look pretty and everything else, and we'll have some really cool news for everybody. Something else I'm looking for. I'm looking for more traditional financial institutions to eke their way into crypto, and I also see centralized exchanges doing more on the other side, like FTX starting to do the whole stock thing, making a purchase with into Robinhood. Now Robinhood is saying they don't want to get bought. I can believe that. Just saying. There's no plan by FTX to buy Robinhood, but they own a nice chunk. They own just below the chunk where they'd be considered an insider, where they could be considered a hostile takeover bet. But it's really close, 7-point-something%. So those are the kinds of things I'm looking for in the week coming forward. So, if you're paying attention to crypto, I think those are the heavy hitting things that you should see, and those are going to have reverberations into the future. Because I keep telling you, my research is based on what's said now, and can it reverberate into the future? Is it going to be a gift that keeps on giving? Here's another ripple, another ripple, another ripple. Don't sleep on Polygon. I keep saying that. The reason why I say so is because Polygon has already had that deal with Disney and had a deal with a bunch of other companies, and there's more. There's more. We announced the deal. Now we're going to announce what we're doing with the deal. Now here's what we did. You know what I mean? So you can see that reverberation going forward. And I'm sitting back and I'm going, yeah, that could be kind of cool. That's going to be cool. So that's Eddie J on crypto. If you like what I'm doing, do me a favor. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Definitely hit the notification bell so you know when I drop a new video. And it's been great. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate you. Have a good day.